Hi, guys.
Hi. Hello. What would you like to drink?
Let me get them.
No. Paolo?
I don't know what is there.
Come to the bar with me, then you can choose. David?
A pint of bitter, please.
Same for me. And some peanuts.
Anyone else for crisps or peanuts?
Some crisp, please.
What flavour?
Cheese and onion. How's this?
Right, Paolo. Soft drinks are there. The spirits are up there. Gin, whiskey. And these are different kinds of beer. Lager and bitter, basically.
What's bitter?
What's bitter? That's a difficult question. Here, try it.
It's beer, but not fizzy like lager.
It's not cold. A lager, please.
Half a pint? A small one?
Yes, please.
And 2 pints of bitter, and orange juice, some cheese and onion crisps, and peanuts, please.
So you and Paolo?
Oh. Just good friends. We met when I was in Italy, remember?
Oh, right.
And 80 pence change, thank you.
Thanks. So, how did you two meet?
David stayed with my family in Rome when he was a student, and when he came home, we started to write.
It was a long day. Extra time twice.
Here we go.
Cheers.
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 The legend is that the Chinese Emperor Shen Nung discovered it nearly 5,000 years ago. The Chinese call it cha, or te. Now people drink it all over the world. In Britain, it is the most popular drink. We use 12,000 million litres of water every year to make it. And the average British person drinks 3.5 cups per day, usually with milk, and sometimes with sugar. Which do you prefer, tea or coffee?
Tea.
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 How many cups of tea do you drink a day?
About 4, I would think.
About 10.
I would say about 12 on average, yeah.
About 4 cups a day.
About 10.
I like a nice cup of tea in the morning for to start the day, you see. And at 11:30, well, my idea of heaven is a nice cup of tea. I like a nice cup of tea with me dinner and a nice cup of tea with me tea. And when it's time for bed, there's a lot to be said for a nice cup of tea.
We make tea from this, the dried leaves of a plant called Camellia sinensis. It grows naturally in China and India. The biggest tea exporters are Sri Lanka, India, China and Kenya. They produce about 70% of the world's tea. But when did tea first come from the east to the west? In the 17th century, sailing ships from Europe travelled all over the world. In 1610, a Dutch ship brought a small box of tea from China to Holland. 40 years later, in 1650, tea arrived in Britain. Samuel Pepys, who lived in London at that time, wrote in his diary on Sunday the 25th of September, 1660.
I tried a cup of tea, a China drink, of which I never drank before.
Tea became very popular. In the 19th century, the Americans designed a new type of ship to bring tea from China to the West. These ships were called tea clippers, and they were the fastest ships in the world. This is the Cutty Sark. the most famous British tea clipper. It was built in 1869. In the early 1800s, the Duchess of Bedford started the tradition of afternoon tea. She thought she'd like to have something between lunch and dinner. A cup of tea and something to eat. Fortunately, at about the same time, the Earl of Sandwich had a good idea. He put a filling between 2 pieces of bread and gave it his name. Afternoon tea quickly became a very fashionable new custom.
When do you drink your tea?
Mostly morning and evening.
Morning, afternoon, and before going to bed.
All the time. I work in an office, so we're always drinking tea all through the day.
In the morning, dinner times, tea time, in the evening, before I go to bed.
Throughout the day, really. Mostly in the morning.
In most factories and offices in Britain, people stop work for a few minutes in the middle of the morning and in the middle of the afternoon to have a cup of tea and maybe a biscuit. This is called a tea break, a tradition that started about 200 years ago. In the last century, some employers tried to stop the tea break. They said it made the workers lazy. But it was too late, and today millions of people look forward to their tea breaks every day. People drink more tea in Britain than in any other country. The average person drinks 1,355 cups per year. Next is Ireland, then New Zealand, Turkey, and Australia. In the rest of Europe, they prefer to drink coffee.
How can I help you?
Yes, hello. I have a return ticket to Rome. I'd like to make a reservation for my return flight.
What date do you want to travel?
Thursday, the 26th of November.
I'll just look on the computer and see what's available on that day. Is it Heathrow or Gatwick?
It's Heathrow.
There's a flight at 1400. It arrives in Rome at 1720.
Is there a later flight?
Yes, there's one at 1725, arriving in Rome at 2050.
Yes, thank you, that's fine.
What class are you travelling?
Economy.
Is that one seat?
Yes.
I'll just book that for you. Okay, you're booked on BA 558, leaving Heathrow at 1725, arriving in Rome at 2050. It will leave from Terminal 1.
Thank you.
Could I have your surname, please?
Sorry?
Your family name.
Oh, Calvetti. That's C-A-L-V-E-T-T-I.
And could you give me a contact address and phone number in the UK, in case there's a delay or the flight is cancelled for some reason?
Yes, it's 72 Newton Drive, London, SW6. The telephone number is... Oh, it's money. The telephone number is 071 649 2787.
Thank you. Could you please go to the British Airways desk at Heathrow just before you check in? The reference number for your reservation is RTU67L.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling British Airways. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Most of us think that climbing is a bit dangerous. People who climb think that it's an exciting hobby. Chris and Lucy are experienced climbers. They go climbing almost every day. But for them, it isn't a hobby, it's their job. And they don't climb mountains, they climb buildings.
This is Coventry Cathedral. It's famous for its windows, and as you can see, it's got a lot of them. Some of the windows are very big, so they're difficult to clean. That's why Chris and Lucy are here today. They're going to clean the west window. It's 22 meters high and 12 meters wide. That's 264 square meters of glass to clean on each side. That's a lot of glass.
So what are you doing then, Chris?
We're preparing the equipment.
And is this an extremely important part of the job?
Oh, it's essential. Without this equipment, we couldn't do the job, and it has to be very well prepared so that we are safe.
Mm. So what are the names of the different pieces of equipment?
This is a jammer, and we use it to clip into the rope and slide up the rope.
Mm.
This thing's called a rescue sender. It's a safety device, and it's very, very strong.
Good.
We use this to slide down the rope. It's called a stop.
Mm. This is a helmet, I know that much.
Helmet's essential in case anyone drops anything on you or you bang your head.
This is the most important part of the equipment, the window cleaner.
Yeah, no, feels right, doesn't need adjusting.
Now they're putting the equipment on. This is called rigging up. It's a routine. They do it the same way every time.
Okay then, if we start in the middle.
Right, I'll go out first,
Yeah.
along. We've already set the ropes, so that shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
Lucy and Chris are planning the day's work. It's very important for them to discuss exactly what they're going to do and how they're going to do it.
Change ropes then.
Yeah.
And we'll come straight down. The only thing we've got to watch out for is make sure that any loose stuff like this doesn't bang through the window.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's going to be very sad to damage one of these.
They're walking across the roof of the cathedral high above the city. Here they are at the top of the west window. They fixed some ropes to the wall yesterday, so they're ready to start immediately. Chris is making a final check of the equipment. And now he's carefully stepping off the roof onto the ropes.
Just make sure you don't swing in the window, that's the only thing.
Oh, I think this actually might be a bit big.
This is a long reach. This one.
Lucy's got a problem. She can't open the clip. Chris is telling her what to do.
With your, hold on with your right hand and unclip with your left. And pull your right leg under you to take all your weight. Done it? Okay, you're going to stop on these two. And they'll be your ropes.
This is the dangerous job. I'm holding the ropes. It's all right, I've got them.
Thanks, Michael.
Now they're coming slowly down the ropes.
Chris and Lucy work for a company called Wall Walkers. Their job is to repair and clean parts of buildings that are difficult to reach. When they're working, the most important thing is safety. They look at each other all the time to check that everything is all right. They always work in pairs, never alone. And they each have 2 independent ropes, so that if, for example, one rope breaks, the other rope stops them falling.
They're cleaning the windows. It's going to be a long job.
Lucy! You missed a bit, just there.
Do you want to come up and do it?
Later.
Somebody once asked the mountaineer George Mallory why he wanted to climb Mount Everest. He replied, because it's there. Let's ask Chris and Lucy why they like climbing.
Do you like this job?
Yeah,
I love it.
It's great fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what other buildings do you climb?
Offices, monuments.
Church towers, anything at all, any building.
All right. Why do you like it?
It's great fun being high up.
I enjoy the climbing, the problem solving. Every job is different, every job is difficult, and you have to try and solve that problem.
Wouldn't you like a normal job in a nice warm office somewhere?
No.
Oh, no, not
Boring.
at all.
Well, all right, when you finish this, you can come and clean my windows.
It would be a pleasure.
There's a lot of dirt on this window, and it's very difficult to clean. It's very cold up here, and it's a long way down. I wouldn't like to do this every day, would you? Excuse me.
Tower of London.
Are you sure we can't help?
No, there's nothing to do.
Tower Bridge.
London Bridge.
Okay, it's ready.
Oh, that looks lovely.
A big piece for you then, Paola. Could you get the vegetables, please, Fee?
Do you know what it is?
No.
Steak and kidney pie. Typically English, especially for you.
Thank you very much.
Paola cooked me a wonderful Italian dish last week, spaghetti carbonara. Spaghetti with bacon and eggs. No, it was okay, though.
Is that enough for you?
Please, do start.
Thanks.
It's delicious.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. John's a good cook when he tries.
Don't listen to her, Paola. She's worried that I'm a better cook than her.
More wine, anybody?
Could I have some mineral water, please?
How much longer are you here, Paola?
Oh, only until next Thursday, unfortunately.
Would you like some more trifle, Paola?
Yes, please.
David, can you finish this last bit?
No, thanks. I couldn't really.
Oh, go on, David. There's only a little bit there.
Oh, okay then. Thanks.
Coffee, everybody.
Yes, please. That was absolutely delicious. Thanks very much.
Yes, thank you. It was lovely. You are a very good cook, John. That smells good. Oh, a cappuccino machine. Where did you get that?
I bought it yesterday in town, but I haven't learned how to use it properly yet.
Ah. Thanks. Not bad for a beginner. I brought the newspapers. The Independent for me, Il Giornale for you.
Shall we go for a walk when we've had our coffee?
Yes, but can I make a phone call first?
Of course.
I'll reverse the charges.
You don't need to.
I'm going to call Italy.
Okay then.
International Operator Service.
I'd like to make a reverse charge call to Rome, please.
Can I have the area code and number, please?
The area code is 06 and the number is 586 8246.
What number are you calling from?
Bath 622398.
What's your name, please?
Calvetti, Paola Calvetti.
Thank you.
Daniel, hello. It's me, Paola. Fine, fine. Yes, I'm having a great time. Thanks. I'm glad you think my English has improved. And listen, Daniel, I'm flying back to Italy on Thursday. Can you meet me at the airport? 8:50 in the evening. BA 558. Yes, see you on Thursday. And thank you very much. Ciao, Daniel.
Who was that?
Oh, Daniel, a friend of mine in Rome.
Is he British then?
Oh, no, he's American.
And what does he do?
He teaches English at Rome University.
Oh. Come on. Let's go out.
Yes, it is my last day in Bath.
Yeah. I know.
So lovely here. I don't really want to go home.
Of course you do. Think of the coffee and the pasta. And this Daniel, he's going to meet you at the airport, is he?
Huh?
Have you known him for a long time?
Yes, quite a long time, and 2 or 3 years.
Is he your boyfriend then?
David, don't be silly. He is the boyfriend of my best friend, Antonella. You'll meet them both when you come to Rome at Easter.
I look forward to that. Come on, let's go home. I'll make you another cappuccino.
Okay, but this time in the cup and not in the saucer, okay?
Okay.